Yo, what's up everybody? How you doing? This is your Coach Renz. And today in this video, we're going to talk about the myths and the realities of having 7 sources of income in order for you to become wealthy. The common idea that you have to have 7 streams of income if you want to become wealthy. That's what wealthy people do. We're going to dispel that myth. Then we're going to talk about the reality of a few of the rules, the few of the laws you need to follow in order to become wealthy, become well off. But before we do that, let's get a word from a couple of companies of mine and Patreon. I'd like to take a moment to thank all our sponsors. For everyone on Patreon who supports this channel through your monthly donations, you are greatly appreciated. And I look forward to providing you free content as well as exclusive live video chats. You will also be able to receive discounts on products from Uncle Renz Popcorn as well as coaching from Coach Renz. This video is also sponsored by Uncle Renz Popcorn, where you can get 25 flavors of delicious gourmet popcorn, from salt and vinegar to strawberry cheesecake, from caramel and cheddar to bacon jalapeno, and many others like cookies and cream. I greatly appreciate everyone who supports us at Uncle Renz Popcorn. This channel is also supported by Coach Renz, where you can not only get all your life coaching, your relationship coaching, but also get your business coaching from Coach Renz, as we teach you how to move your hobbies into a business, not a job for yourself, but a business. We also teach you life principles of leadership and meditation. So go to CoachRenz.com and support the sponsors of this channel. I appreciate you guys for taking that opportunity. Now, if you're supporting this channel by any of those means, you have my full gratitude, full gratitude. If you're finding me for the first time, hit the subscribe button. We talk about the 360 degrees of your life. If you want to know about your health, you want to know about your wealth, you want to know about your spirituality and your relationships, hit that subscribe button. I love coaching. I love talking. I love teaching. This format of YouTube is an amazing thing for me. It's something that I would do regardless if it had financial gains attached to it. But many people will say that, oh, you do YouTube, that's one of your sources of income. You have Uncle Renz Popcorn, that's number 2. You have Coach Renz, that's number 3. You have people that support you on Patreon, that's number 4. Those who are close to me, they know that got a real estate license, that's number 5. And I took a sales position, that's number 6. All you need is one more and you'll become wealthy. Here's the reality of it. All of that looks good, sounds good. That's the thing that people will tell you when they're trying to get you to join a network marketing company. So what's the 7th one? I could join a network marketing company like I used to be in Visalis, and that could be the 7th. But that's not the reality of how to build wealth. YouTube is a love of mine that I do for fun. I did it for free before there was ever any monetization of it. Patreon is something that people ask me about, and I went ahead and started a Patreon channel. I appreciate it, but I'm not trying to live my life on Patreon. All right? Coach Renz, that's something that I'm building for future, something that I plan to spend my senior years doing and getting on stage and just talking later on after I build my primary source of income. Uncle Renz Popcorn, if you followed me, you know that I shut down all 5 stores in February, so the store is taking a step back to do a reset and to go back forward. You know that when last year I did nothing but Uncle Renz Popcorn. The year before that, nothing but Uncle Renz Popcorn. That was my primary, that was my focus. Did I put them in bad locations for them not to succeed? Yes, I did. Did I learn a lot, the difference between having a gym and having a food service business? I learned a ton. And many of you journeyed with me on that journey to see everything that I was learning. So when I step back into that arena of a brick and mortar, you will see a totally different process. You will see a success on that one. Now, did I get a real estate license and then take a sales job? Yes, I did. Is that a source of income I'm looking for to be one of my 7? No, it is not. Sales job, stabilize my home. Real estate, to provide investment income so that will help me to open up more and more Uncle Renz Popcorn. Once the real estate takes hold, I will not have the sales job anymore. I will step away from the sales job. I won't keep that. There's no point. The sales job is to stabilize me until the real estate starts making enough money to stabilize my home and invest into Uncle Renz Popcorn. Once Uncle Renz Popcorn is growing, I will then invest in having a real estate brokerage house. 2 sources of income, 2 primaries. But understand the reason I'm able to do that and the reason why I would do that is because my son, once graduating from high school last year, said that he wants to help me grow Uncle Ren's Popcorn. He will be doing the legwork for growing Uncle Ren's Popcorn. If he was not, that would be my sole focus. So the first way to break away from this idea that you need 7 sources of income is the fact that you just need to perfect the first one. And let's break this down. These are going to be a couple of rules in order to become wealthy. Number one, and get rid of this myth of 7 streams of income. Number one, maximize the opportunity that you already have. If you're already at a job, you're already on sales, you're already on real estate, you're already working somewhere, maximize that opportunity. Are you making the most you can possibly make in that opportunity? Have you taken all the classes in the company? Have you done everything you can possibly do to grow that opportunity? That's number one. Number two, get on a budget. I told you guys so many times about my 70-10-10-10 plan. I've taught you my 70-10-10-10 plan, that you should only be living on 70% of what you make. And then when you get a raise, don't increase your living. If you live off 50 now, you get a raise to 60, or you change job and you're making 60, still live off the 50. If the 50 are broken into your 70-10-10, live off the 50. Invest the extra 10 so that you can then make more money. Number three, invest your money into something that's going to give you a return on your investment that keeps up with inflation. Many people say, oh, I'm going to buy some Tesla stock, I'm going to buy some Microsoft stock, I'm going to buy some IBM stock. Your 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 stocks is not going to make you wealthy. It's not going to give you something for retirement. It's not going to keep up with inflation. You find an Uncle Ren's Popcorn who's learned the lessons and now they're getting ready to go forward, and a cash infusion will help them to grow, and you get that 5%. You find a restaurant that's poised to grow and they have a good leadership, and you get that 5%. You find a daycare that has that potential to grow and they're looking to grow, and you get that 5%. And you have 5% in a daycare, 5% in a restaurant, 5% in Uncle Ren's Popcorn, 5% in a hookah bar. Let those 5% grow. Is all of them going to grow? No. Will one of them grow? Yes. And all you need really is one to grow to the level of their expectation. If one grows and in 10 years you're pulling down $10,000, $15,000 a month, you made a good investment. If the other ones are so-so, one fail, this one fail, the other one you pull down $2,000, $3,000 a month, you're making wise investments. You're beating the odds. And every year they're increasing with inflation. So make that investment. So we want to maximize our current opportunities. We want to invest, get on our budget. Then we want to invest in things that bring us a return on our investment. Now, many of you are saying, well, I don't know how to invest. I don't know what to invest in. I'm scared. I don't have that much money to lose. So that's why I'm doing the network marketing. That's why I got a catering company. That's why I got a coaching company. That's why I got an event planning company. That's why I make baskets. That's why I do. That's fine. But pick one. Pick one. So here's the fourth one. If you don't want to invest in somebody else, but you're able to get on a budget, you maximize on where you're currently working. Find a talent that you have that you can make more money. If you can make baskets, make baskets. But don't just, I'm making baskets for my friends. It comes and it comes and goes. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. You have to be willing to say, I'm not going to make baskets and have an event planning company and have a cleaning company and have a coaching company and because you're not giving enough time to the basket company. You're saying that, well, the basket company is not making me that much money. Well, if you weren't spending time going to these network marketing meetings, if you weren't spending time trying to go do this meeting, spending time going to go do that meeting, if you weren't spending time trying to grow every little thing, but focused on the one thing, then it will grow. It will grow. And maybe you need coaching. If you lack the know-how to build your basket making company, get somebody who can coach you into the marketing of it. How are you marketing? How are you using social media? Are you up to date with the type of marketing that is necessary? Are you connecting with your audience? Are you using the right keywords? What are you doing in order to grow it? If you're not doing it, then of course that's not why it's happening. But to hop and hop and hop, in meditation, we call that having a monkey mind. When your mind just goes from one thing to the next thing. So what I'm telling you is find somebody who can help you. Get you a coach. Stop looking for it to be free. And that's the fifth rule. Stop looking for everything for you to be free. Everything has a cost. There's a reason why you see these people saying, hey, you could make $1 million. I did $2 million just on Amazon. I made money just with using Google Map services. And they're trying to get you into their classes, but you got to pay money. Come and let me teach you how to flip houses. Come to our free thing. But when you get there, oh, it's $50,000 in order to join our program. You don't see Bill Gates out here running around, hey, let me tell you how I built Microsoft and all the intricate details. Scott Bezos is not going around, let me tell you how I did Amazon and all the intricate details. If you want those intricate details, you got to pay for it. The value that people place on something is the value that it truly has. It's the value that it truly has. Now, there are just wisdom that has value. I'm telling you, 10% of everything you earn, you should put into your investments. But if you wanted me to walk you through the investments, go over the business plan, if you want me to go over your marketing plan, give you a marketing plan, work with you in marketing, all that sort of thing, that costs. That's not free. Stop looking for the free. Oh, we're an oppressed people. We need free. No, we need to be even more so diligent about our money, where we spend it, how we spend it, and we need to be even more diligent in making sure that we are building. As an example of how you don't need 7 streams of income. And this is something that anybody can do. Find 10 mastermind people, 10 people who say that I'm tired of this and I have the patience, I have skill sets, and we're going to grow. You make an agreement. You say, okay, 10 people, we're going to take the next year. In the next 12 months, everybody must come to the table with $2,000. In the next year, everybody has to come to the table with a credit score of 620 and better. In 12 months, everybody comes to the table. It's 10 people, got $2,000 apiece, $20,000. Everybody has a 620 or above credit score. You start a real estate investment firm. You take the $20,000, you use it to go buy 2 rental properties. You have gotten together, y'all have decided that it's just going to be a straight rental. You may decide it's going to be an Airbnb. You might want to do flips. It depends on the 10 people involved. But let's say you're just doing a straight rental. You buy 2 properties. You have a plan and an understanding that you want to make sure that the 2 properties are throwing off at least let's say $400 a month in revenue. All right, you got 2 houses, $400 a month in revenue, that's $800 a month. Right? Over the course of 12 months, that $800 a month is $9,600. So you got almost $10,000 a year that's being earned. You also have in your investment group to say that every year we must put in at least $2,000 and maintain our 620 credit score. So at the end of the next year, you got $10,000 from the house. You also got another $20,000. Now you're walking in the door with $30,000. You take the $30,000 and in the next year you go and buy 3 houses. Those 3 houses are doing pretty much the same. Now, 12 months later, you got $30,000 from the houses. You got $20,000 from each investor. Now you got $50,000. You go out and buy 5 houses. So you went from 2 houses, you added 3, now you're adding 5, and 1 more, so 11. Now you got 11 houses after 3 years. And you continue to grow, compounding it just the same, where every year you're increasing. And after 10, 20 years, you have 50, 60, 70 houses. Now people in the investment firm, they have responsibilities. Or you pay people to manage the houses and that sort of thing because you don't want to do the grind of it. You're just the investment group determining which houses you're going to buy and continue to grow. After a certain time frame, you can pay each other a little bit of money from the profits every year. After 10 years, you may not be putting that $2,000 in every year from your own money, and now you're just receiving income every year. If you can do that after 10 years, do that after 15 years, do that after 20 years, you got the patience to do that. Then if I'm 48 right now, and I did that with 10 people, by the time I'm 68, I may be pulling in $10,000 a month just for me because we have 100, 200 houses. And all 10 of us are pulling in that kind of income, $10,000 a month, $12,000 a month, on top of whatever other investments I've made throughout the years. But that would be a good investment. And that would be something that would keep up with inflation because every year your rents are going up and you're making more and more money. So the inflation will keep you, the increase in the rent will keep you above inflation. That's how we invest. Did I need 7 forms of income? No. I need my primary that maintains my house. And I have one investment in real estate that I have the patience to let it grow. During that 10 years, maybe I invest in another company. Maybe I invest in a restaurant. Maybe I invest in a hookah bar. Maybe I invest in a new product that I saw. Maybe I went overseas on a trip and I saw something in Japan that I thought would go over well in America, and I bring that to America. And I have everybody in place to sell it, all the network marketing, all the social media marketing and everything going on to do it. So maybe I had 2 streams of income. I had 2 streams of income at that time frame in 20 years. But if I have 2 streams of income in 20 years that both of them is bringing me $10,000 a month, I'm making $20,000 a month in 20 years, then I'm making enough money to live the rest of my life. And if they continue to grow and never stop, then I'm always increasing that. I don't need stocks. I don't need bonds. I need something that's bringing me a return on my investment that's keeping up and going beyond inflation. That's how you become wealthy. That is why the idea of you got to have 7 streams of income in order to become wealthy is a bunch of BS, and why I don't go for it. So y'all have a great day. Remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable.